Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All praise belongs to Allah, Lord of the worlds. Peace and countless blessings be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him and his pure family, the Ahlulbayt A.S. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. In the previous session, we reflected on the three questions taught by Imam Ali A.S. Where did you come from? Where are you now? And where are you going? We also learned that true peace begins when we understand the purpose of this temporary world. Let's continue. One of the most powerful lessons about the reality of this world comes from Imam Hussain, A.S. After the tragedy of Karbala, a message was sent from Karbala to Medina. Among the profound words contained in that message is a statement that has the power to change the way we look at life forever. Imam Hussain, A.S., reminds us that this world is not our permanent home. It is only a shadow, it is only a bridge. Think about that for a moment. A bridge is never a destination. No one builds a house in the middle of a bridge. No one decorates a bridge as though they plan to live there forever. People simply cross it because they know it is only part of the journey. That is exactly how Islam teaches us to view this worldly life. We have not come here to settle permanently. We have come here to prepare for what comes next. Imagine you are invited to a seminar for only 2 hours. You enter the hall and immediately begin complaining. I don't like the color of these chairs. The decoration should be different. The light should be brighter. The room should be larger. People would naturally wonder why you are so concerned. You are only there for a short time. Your purpose is to benefit from the seminar and then continue your journey. Yet this is exactly what many of us do with the world. We become completely attached to temporary things. We become upset when circumstances are not exactly as we want them to be. We spend enormous amounts of energy trying to make this temporary place feel permanent, but Allah reminds us that our true home is elsewhere. The believer never forgets that this life is temporary. This understanding changes everything. It changes the way we look at success. It changes the way we look at failure. It changes the way we respond to hardship, because our hearts no longer become imprisoned by temporary events. The speaker then shares something very beautiful. She says that throughout life, she always likes to carry two spiritual weapons. In one hand is the Holy Quran, in the other are the words of the Ahlulbayt, A.S., especially Najul Balaga and Sahifa Sajadiya. These are the weapons that protect a believer. Whenever confusion appears, the Quran gives direction. Whenever the heart becomes weak, the words of the Ahlulbayt, A.S., strengthen it. Whenever life becomes difficult, their guidance reminds us of our true destination. Without strong roots, even a small storm can uproot a tree. Likewise, without strong faith, even small problems begin to shake our hearts. This is why understanding our roots is so important. When your roots are firmly planted in faith, you become much more difficult to break. People may disappoint you, plans may change, money may come and go, health may improve or decline, but your heart remains connected to Allah. That connection becomes your greatest strength. Many people today struggle with sadness because they feel completely alone. They think, no one understands me, no one cares about me, I have nobody. But the believer sees life differently. A believer says, I belong to Allah. The angels are with me. The prophets are my guides. The Imams pray for this ummah. Every act of worship I perform is witnessed. Even the earth upon which we perform sujood will testify for us on the day of judgment. The place where you pray, the time you spend remembering Allah, the clothes you wear while worshipping Him, none of these moments are forgotten. Everything becomes a witness before Allah. The Quran teaches us that all power belongs to Allah. Every force in creation is under His command. When a servant sincerely belongs to Allah, Allah opens countless doors that the servant cannot even imagine. This realization removes loneliness from the heart. Instead of feeling abandoned, the believer feels surrounded by Allah's mercy. Instead of living with fear, the believer lives with hope. That is why Imam Hussain AS teaches us not to become deeply attached to this world. Compared to the hereafter, this worldly life is almost insignificant. The Quran reminds us that the true life is the life of the hereafter. That is where real existence begins. This world is only the introduction. The hereafter is the everlasting reality. Think about how limited our experiences are today. Our eyesight has limits, our hearing has limits, our strength has limits, even our happiness has limits. Everything eventually comes to an end, but the hereafter is completely different. Scholars explain that Allah will grant human beings abilities beyond anything we can currently imagine. Today, people speak about advanced technology and new dimensions of experience, but none of that compares to what Allah has prepared for His believing servants. Our vision will become stronger, our understanding will become clearer, our abilities will increase beyond anything we know today. When we look back at this worldly life from the perspective of eternity, we will realize how small it truly was. Imagine eating fruit in this world. Eventually, every fruit begins to taste familiar. But in paradise, every fruit will be different. Every bite will have a unique taste. Every blessing will be new. Nothing will become boring. Nothing will become ordinary. Allah's generosity has no limits. When a believer truly understands this, the attractions of this world begin to lose their power. This does not mean Islam teaches us to abandon the world. It means we should not allow the world to occupy our hearts. Use this world, benefit from it, be grateful for it, but never allow it to replace your longing for the hereafter. That balance is one of the greatest qualities of a believer. The Quran teaches us that when blessings come, we should not become arrogant, and when difficulties come, we should not fall into despair. This balance is only possible when our hearts remain attached to Allah rather than to temporary possessions. Every blessing is a trust, every hardship is a test. Both are opportunities to come closer to Allah. The more deeply we understand this reality, the more peaceful our hearts become, because we stop measuring our lives by what we own. Instead, we begin measuring our lives by our relationship with our Creator. That is the secret behind lasting peace. A peaceful heart is not the heart that has everything it wants. It is the heart that knows exactly where it is going.